Hello, welcome to the Mae Yoga with me, Anna. Today is a 30-minute self-love, heart space inspired practice, so hop on the mat and we'll get started. We're going to begin in a comfortable seat, so whatever that looks like for you, find that in the middle of your mat now. We're going to spend some time here to ground down, to tune in, so closing the eyes or finding a soft gaze on the floor. Hands can be on knees or rested in the lap. And start to slow yourself down. Notice each and every part of the body that is touching down on the mat. Allow the shoulders to grow heavy, feel them drop away from the ears. Unclench the jaw, smooth the forehead. And we're going to begin our practice here with a small meditation. So without changing anything at all, see if you can notice a pinprick in the middle of the chest. It's almost like a speck of light, you could imagine it as. And as you inhale, it grows a little bit. And as you exhale, that light spreads through the body a little bit more, growing that pinprick to something bigger. And then as we keep breathing, we're going to let the breath grow, let the breath deepen. And as you do so, every time you inhale a little deeper, that pinprick of light starts to spread throughout the torso. And as you exhale, it pushes out further through the body, leaving you with this warm, calm feeling. Maybe the light is a warm golden colour. And we'll take about 10 more breaths with this feeling, with this visualization, deepening the breath, spreading that light through the entire body, leaving it calm, leaving it warm, leaving it content. As the breath grows, this sense, this feeling spreads through our limbs, through our head, our entire torso. We'll take about 2 more breaths all together, spreading this sense of contentedness, of relaxation. 1 more breath, big inhale, spread. Exhale, relax. Keep the eyes closed or that soft gaze, or you can back them open now. We're going to take our hands behind our back, interlace to a fist and start to draw that fist away from you. Puff up through the chest as we inhale. And exhale, start to bow forwards. See, it doesn't matter how far we get. Maybe the arms come up over slightly. And then exhale, we'll come back to neutral, keeping the clasp. Exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, come back up. One more, exhale, bow, and we'll hold it here this time. Maybe you can lift the fists a little bit more. Keep trying to squeeze the palms together. On your next inhale, lift all the way up and take your arms up over the head. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, hands back down onto the knees. Inhale, puff the chest up, have a little look, maybe lean forward slightly. Exhale, round the spine, come into a kind of seated cat-cow. Keep coming forwards, inhale. Exhale, draw it back. We're drawing a line with our chin and our nose so we can let that part of you lead the direction. We'll do about 2 more. Just waking up through the upper back, the back of our heart space. Nice, and we'll come back to neutral and we're going to come through to our all fours position. So stacking your knees, your hips, and then your wrists and your shoulders, starting to warm up through our wrists. We're going to turn our right fingertips to point off the side of the mat. Well, you can bring them all the way to the knee or just off, or any variation. Push into the left hand as we start to draw circles around that right wrist. Keep the shoulders and the core a little bit engaged so we're not dumping our weight. And then switch directions. And then pick that right wrist up, give it a little shake. And swap sides. Left fingertips come off the mat or towards the knee, wherever feels comfortable, and we'll start to draw circles. So we don't want to cause any amount of pain for the wrists. They're quite delicate things. They're about to hold our weight somewhat. So it's important to warm up these delicate small parts of our body, not forget about them, and then go the opposite way. And then we'll pause there, give the left wrist a shake. Come up to stand on the knees, interlace the fingers, and we'll start to draw a wave with our wrists. So this will go into our fingers, start to engage the brain's coordination, and then go the opposite way. And then again, shake the wrists out. Hands come back down onto the mat, all fours. Take your right foot all the way behind you and start to rock forwards and backwards. A little wake up for our back line. And then as you're ready, we're going to float up our right leg, reach our left arm forwards, spinal balance, really reach out with the fingertips, really push back with the heel. Breathing here, activating the core. And then we'll take our left arm all the way behind, bend through that right leg, catch hold of the ankle or the foot, and inhale, start to push the ankle into the hand, start to maybe look forwards, keep the shoulders and the hips nice and square, and breathe here for 2 breaths. Focus on opening the chest, squeeze the glutes. Without slingshotting, exhale to come back to spinal balance. Inhale back to all fours. Walk the hands forward. We're coming into melting heart posture. Let the forehead come down, let the hips stay over the knees. Reach forward with the arms, or you can make a little pillow for the head with the hands. And we'll take 5 breaths. Start to walk yourself back to all fours. And we'll go to the other side. Left leg goes back and have a little rock forwards and backwards on the toes, waking up that calf. This whole time we're here, we are pulling up and in through our belly button, supporting our spine. And then we'll float our left leg up. Float our right arm forward, spinal balance. If this feels a bit too much, then you can leave the hand or the foot, pick either one. We're still activating our core here. Push away with the left hand, nice and strong, and then we'll start to reach behind us, bend the back knee, grab hold of ankle, foot, and push into our half bow. Breathe deeply, 2 more breaths, shoulders and hips stay nice and square. With control, send it back to spinal balance. Right hand comes down, left knee comes down. Step the hands about a handprint forwards, tuck under the toes. Take the tailbone up and back, downward facing dog. We'll immediately start to bring some movement in, so pedal the feet, maybe twist the hips a little. And then we'll find stillness again. Maybe there's a big bend in the knee, push into the hands, let the head be heavy. 3 big breaths. Can you bring back that content, calm, warm feeling? As you're ready, inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Left hand stays on the floor. Inhale, peel your right arm all the way up to the sky. Easy twist. Inhale, reach that arm a little taller. And then exhale, take it onto the lower back. Roll the right shoulder back. Making sure that there's a right angle in that front leg. So if you want to go deeper, you can slide the back knee back a little. Feel as if you're pulling the collarbones away and you want to shine the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, take your right arm back to the sky, and we're going to start to come to find vertical twist. So use that core that we've just activated and start to stand up. Left arm's forward, right arm is behind. It's a little bit of a balance, reaching out opposite ways with the hands, and maybe you gaze behind yourself as well. Engage the glutes, pull the belly button in, and if you want to go a little deeper, right hand comes down, left hand comes up, revolved lunge. Sink into the hips wherever you are. 2 more breaths. Cartwheel the hands all the way back to the front on the inside of that front leg. Tuck under the toes, lift the back knee and step it in just a little bit. Straighten both legs. Hands can be on the floor or hands could be on the leg or blocks if you have them. Roll the shoulders back, get nice and parallel to the floor. Push into the back heel as much as the front foot. Hands maybe to the heart center now as we inhale, lift up in our standing pyramid pose. Take the back toes, turn them about 30 degrees to point off the mat. Bend into that front leg. Inhale, lift the arms up, warrior 1. Shoulders plug down, fingertips lift up, kick back through that back heel. Pelvis is tucked under slightly. And then we'll bring hands behind the back. Inhale, open the chest, push that fist away from you. Exhale, bowing forwards, humble warrior. Knee comes towards, shoulder comes towards the knee. Maybe the arms come up and over the head. Let the head be really heavy here. Activate the legs. One more big breath, inhale. Exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up to the sky, strong leg. And then we'll step to the top of the mat. Exhale, hands down through the heart center, close the eyes, connect the thumbs to the sternum and stand a little taller, Tadasana. 3 big breaths. Can you bring back to your mind that calm breath? That glow coming from the center of the chest. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms back to the sky. Exhale, forwards fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step back to find plank or knees come down. Lower all the way down to the belly. Slide your elbows underneath the shoulders, finding Sphinx pose. Palms push down, forearms push down. Squeeze the glutes. Spread the feet wider if your lower back needs a bit more space, and gaze forward. Pull the shoulder blades together. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Heart opening, back bending Sphinx. Active in the hands and the feet here. On your last breath, we'll lower, hands come back under the shoulders, tuck under the toes and roll back into your downwards facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here if you want to. A couple of pedals. And we'll inhale, sweep the left leg up to the sky this time. Exhale, step it through between the hands, lower the back knee down, finding our low lunge. Right hand stays on the floor, left arm peels all the way up to the sky, easy twist. Inhale, get a little taller through that hand, and exhale, take the hand to the lower back, roll the left shoulder behind, gaze up to the sky, or you can gaze at the ground if that feels nicer for the neck. 2 more big breaths, inhale, exhale. Bring that left hand back to the sky and we'll find our twist. So starting to stand up, right arm is forwards, left arm is behind, vertical twist. You can sink into the hips a little. You can walk the left foot over if you need a bit more balance. Staying here, or we revolve, right hand to the sky, left hand down the back. 3 big breaths. Cartwheel the hands all the way back inside of that front foot. Tuck under the back toes, lift the back knee, step it in as much as you need to straighten both legs. Hands on the floor or hands on the leg, hands at the heart center, whichever works for you. Feel that big elongation down the hamstrings, kicking into that back heel, pulling the shoulder blades together, smile. And then we inhale, we come on up in a straight line, standing pyramid. Maybe you step back, that back foot a little, take it off to an angle, hips face forwards, bend into that left knee, and we sweep the arms up, warrior 1, fingertips up, shoulders plug down, sink into those hips. Knee is over the front ankle, and you should feel a bit of a stretch down that back calf. As we exhale, sweep the hands behind you, interlace to a fist. Inhale, lift the chest, push the fist away from you. And then big exhale, bow down, humble warrior. Chest opening warrior. Strong in the legs. Maybe the hands come all the way up and over the head. Maybe they stay on the back. Stay strong. 2 breaths. Inhale, sweep the arms back to the sky. Exhale, hands down through the heart center. Step to the top of the mat. Roll the shoulders back, close the eyes. Bring back that warm glow from the heart center. And as you're ready, we'll take our vinyasa down to our mat. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, forwards fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down, step back to your plank. Lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, we find Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, pushing down into the hands. So this time, if you want to go a little bit deeper, bring the hands to the corners of the mat, so just out to an angle slightly. Push into the hands and lift up into seal. Squeeze the glutes. Breathe into the belly. Push the chest forwards. Exhale, we lower down, hands under the shoulders, and this time we push back to our child's pose. Toes come together, knees wide or knees together. Let the spine round, so the intention is to relax the upper back to find a round after the back bend. Maybe you make the pillow for the head with the hands, and we'll take about 5 breaths. Very gently, we'll start to come up to sit on our heels. Swing the legs around. We'll come back to a seat, this time with our knees bent. Hands come behind our backs, fingers facing back or facing in, whichever is more comfortable. Bring the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Inhale, pick the hips up. Coming into reverse tabletop, squeeze the glutes, trying to make one long line from knees to shoulders. Maybe let the head come back if that feels comfortable. Making sure that we're not straining the neck to bring it back, so being careful there. And then we'll lower the hips, legs coming forwards, feet touching or just about hip width apart. Hands come by our sides, roll the shoulders, get tall, flex through the feet, pull up through the quads. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we fold over Paschimottanasana, straight-legged forward fold. And seeing where we get to today, so it'll be very different from the last time you practiced, I would imagine. And just being content, being calm with where we get to. Pull back the belly button to make a little bit more space. And when you feel you're at your max, just let the head be heavy. Arms and hands can be wherever feels comfortable here. One more breath together, inhale. Exhale, can you fold a little deeper? Inhale, roll on back up. Shift your way down onto your back. Take the arms out into a T shape or a cactus shape. Knees coming back in together. Bring the shins parallel to the sky and we'll take a simple spinal twist. Use the full exhale to take the knees to the right so they land down as you finish that breath. And settle in for 5 breaths. Can you count? Can you pay attention to each one? Relax the shoulders and the hips. Next inhale, lift the legs back to the center. Exhale, take them to the opposite side. Maybe you gaze down the opposite arm. Bring the knees back to the center. Bring them into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. And we'll meet in Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you today. Knees bent, not together, or legs out long. Our classic Shavasana. Take up as much space as you can. Gently have a little fidget so you can stay in stillness and call back to mind that sensation of a warm, glowing heart space. Breathe into it and allow it to spread through the body so you can bask in that sensation for the next couple of minutes in Shavasana. Stay here as long as you can, otherwise we'll come out together to finish our practice. Bring some gentle movement to the body. Deepen the breath and take the head side to side. Let that wake you back up. Take a great big stretch like you've just woken up. To the chest and give yourself a hug and take a moment of gratitude for your body, for taking you through the practice, taking you through your day-to-day. And we'll meet back in a comfortable seat. When you get there, close the eyes, rest the hands to the knees or the lap again. Elongate the spine and take one last moment of stillness here. Take one hand to the chest and place the other hand on top. Seal that in. Know that you have access to that feeling of calm, content, warmth, whenever you need it. And we'll seal our practice today with a namaste.